Hey guys, good morning, everyone. Let me go and set up this room real quick, and then we can get started with our session. So let's see. All right, that's good. That's that right there. It's good. Today is Thursday, December 30th. It's good. I'm just sending this link out to the rest of you guys here in the premium. All right, there we go. All right, guys, cool. So good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, December 30th. It's 6:20 right now. Market is going to open in about 10 minutes. I'll give it a few minutes for people to make their way in. Once everyone makes their way in, we can get started with our analysis today. So I'll give it a bit, and then we can get started. Hey, Patricia, good morning. Good morning, Miles. Morning, Patricia. Morning, Miles. Morning, everyone. All right, let's see. Morning, Matt. Morning, everyone. See, people are still making their way in. There's only about 34 people in here. So I'll give it a few more minutes for people to. And then we can start looking at the news for the day, the retail sentiment, the fundamentals, and that's about it. And the technicals, of course. Hey guys, morning. Morning, Matt. Morning, Lisa. Morning, Paul. So I spoke to Patricia this morning. Patricia notified me that the market is moving kind of weird, which is normal, guys, because whenever we're hovering near the all-time high and we're getting close to the new year, the market starts to move a bit iffy, right? So no surprises there. We're going to be a bit more cautious. I know I've been saying that every day, but today we're going to be even more cautious because we don't want to get caught in any fake outs or spikes in price. Just looking at US 30 right now from our bird's eye view, I haven't analyzed it yet, but just looking at it here, you can see that price goes into a lot of consolidation. So as you can see from these areas here, lots of consolidation, a move to a direction, move another direction, and then some more consolidation right here. Not really much of a directional move here, for US 30 from London session. Kind of was just a lot of consolidating, ranging, and then breaking out into another range, right? So we'll be looking out for that. And we'll make sure that we have, absolutely great entries before we enter anything. So thanks to Patricia for letting me know and giving me the heads up for that. Morning, Fahad. Morning, Lisa. Morning, Mauricio. Morning, Professor. Morning, everyone. Yeah, definitely. Patricia said 9 a.m. Eastern candle on the 1 minute liquidity grab. I definitely could see that. I think it was right over here, right? Yeah, huge wick. Nice. Lisa said, yeah, I managed to catch one variation in the London session. Yeah, it was just a lot of choppiness. You probably caught this one right here, right, Lisa? This looks like a really nice variation right here. Low, bounced right off there, full TP. So there's still entries available. It's just, it's a bit risky with a lot of things coming up for this week. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. We'll be live for tomorrow, but I'm not sure if I'll be trading tomorrow because obviously New Year's Eve, a lot of choppiness and uncertainty in the market. Let me get this going right here. All right, so people are making their win. So thanks, Paul. Paul confirmed that retail sentiment 73% short right now. So let me go and take a look at everything real quick. Looks like a lot of people are in the room now. So let's start off with the news for today. Looking over here at Forex Factory. There is some light news this morning. There's unemployment claims that were released at 5:30. They were positive. We have Chicago PMI at 6:45, and then we have natural gas storage at 7:30. It's a bank holiday for Japan today, a couple of China news at 5, and then a German bank holiday today as well. So you can see there's a lot of bank holidays this week, specifically today as well, because we're getting close to the new year. So this is another reason why we got to be a bit careful because the market isn't fully open and running. Other than that, let's take a look at the retail sentiment. Retail sentiment is currently 73% short right now. So you can see there's 73% of retail traders who are on the short side. So we're probably gonna be looking to do the opposite and look for buys. Obviously, I mentioned from the beginning of the week and last week as well that I'm going to be looking for buys only up until the new year. So this is gonna tie in perfectly with what we're looking for because sentiment is short. We want to do opposite of what everyone else is doing. So for this right here, we're looking for longs, with regard to retail sentiment. I'm not going to look at the futures. Futures are currently at 53 points. So that lines up with our analysis here as well. Futures are bullish. So that's going to confirm our bias for a buy. Lastly, let's take a look at the technicals. So looking at the technicals over here, price is a bit indecisive on the 1 minute. You can see that price is kind of just bouncing in between the pivots right here. Trend meter is also blue. So no clear bias here off the 1 minute. Looking over here at the 3 minute, we have a bullish bias. And the reason for that is because price is above the pivots and the trend meter is green. Over here on the 10 minute, same situation. Price is above the pivots and the trend meter is green. So this confirms that we have a bullish bias here. What we might see on open is we might see price drop slightly. And then we'll probably see it swing, all the way back up. So that's basically what I'm looking for here on open. I don't know if I'll take the breakout. We'll see. We've been very cautious with the breakout pretty much every day this week because we don't want to get caught in any of these fake outs. So one key thing to look for the breakout is we're looking for a buy signal, a strong green candle. And we're also making sure that it's not too big of a candle because if it's too big of a candle, it's likely to pull back a bit before continuing on its way to the upside. Looking over here on the 1 hour, of course, we have a bullish bias here. Price is above the pivots, trend meter is green. We also have a buy signal there. This dotted line right here is going to be the all-time high. So as you can see, we're really close to the all-time high. So if you guys are just joining the room from this early this morning, I mentioned that, price gets a bit iffy as we hover near the all-time high, which is right here. It's only about 200 pips from the all-time high. So it looks like today we are possibly and most likely going to break the all-time high again. I think we definitely will. So what we might see is we might see price drop a bit on market open, but then it's going to break right through it again today. So something to look out for. Other than that, I think that's about it. I think what I'll do here is before the session starts, I'll just go and put the strategies up right now so we don't have to put that up later. It's just going to be a lot easier for us. We don't have to go around and shuffle around to get this stuff on here. So let me just put all the strategies up here real quick. So if you guys remember, the main things that I'm looking for are the triple strategy confluence, meaning all of these three strategies lined up together, or variation entries. One thing that you guys got to be careful for is when there's COVID news coming out. Yesterday, we had the COVID response team that released, they spoke yesterday, and we did see a variation. Unfortunately, some people got caught in it, specifically just Maddie, I think. I don't know anyone else who got caught in it, but yeah, unfortunately, Maddie got caught in it. He was looking for the variation, And he like literally just heard me say that I'm not going to take any trades, and he took it. Unfortunately, price went opposite and went straight down. It was mostly based off, the COVID news. So one thing that you guys want to be very careful for is if there's any COVID news, I'll try to keep an eye out for it. If you guys do see anything regarding any statements by the president, COVID, or anything that would affect the market, try to let us know, because it's kind of hard for me to keep track of that stuff while I'm analyzing stuff on the chart. So unfortunately, some people are maybe just mad he did got caught in the variation, but it is what it is. It happens sometimes. And we'll try to avoid it as much as possible. See if there's any zones around here. Looks like we're good. All right, so it looks like there was a snipe that was available right there. Probably hit TP already. We'll see if there's anything else as we continue along. And then we'll follow the daily later. All right, guys, so looking at this right here, we have the strategies up. Right here is that bullish candle that we were looking for. You can see it's pushing up. It just broke the all-time high, what it's going to right now. It's at the all-time high right now. So as you can see, it's pushing up exactly where we anticipated. We had a bullish bias. It just broke the all-time high. I'm not looking to take the breakout right now, because you're going to get you're probably going to get a ton of these fake outs. So yeah, here we go. Market is now open. It's at the New York high. We'll see what happens here, guys. I'm not looking to take any trades right now. We just broke the all-time high. So we're probably going to see some really unusual price movements right here. Price probably going to fake out, come down, and then come right back up. So you guys want to be a bit careful. I don't want to be trading at the all-time high, of course. So you guys want to be a bit careful with that. I'll just mark up this right here. It's opening candle. So I'm just going to chill out a bit, because it's just too dangerous to be in anything right now with price at the literally at the all-time high. I do think price will be bullish, but it might come right back down before it comes back up any further. But the opening price, which is, damn, price is pushing up super high. Yeah, guys, so be careful. I don't recommend anyone chase this push to the upside. Keep in mind that the price has never been in this area before, so it's at the all-time high. It's going to have to come back down at some point. It's not going to keep pushing up forever. So don't FOMO in and get caught in that frenzy. You trying to ride this up, because this can easily come right back down at any moment. So the all-time high just got broke again. It's pushing up higher and higher. There's the all-time high right there. I'll just keep scaling it as we continue pushing up higher. But as you can see, price is doing exactly what we anticipated, right? If you guys follow historical data, I did tell you guys 2 weeks ago, price is going to be bullish. And I said we we're going to break the all-time high over and over again, which we are doing now. It just keeps breaking it, keeps pushing up higher and higher. But you guys want to be careful. Don't chase this, because, you're just one step away from getting burnt, because it's going to turn around at some point. And I don't recommend anyone chase it for the bottom side either, because I know there's a couple people here, okay, Rick, that's going to try to catch the bottom side. I mean, you can, Rick, if you want, but it's going to be a bit risky for you guys to get caught in this. So I'll give it a few minutes. I'll let the market stabilize a bit. It's going to have to stabilize and go into consolidation. Nice. So Rick actually caught the buy right there. Just make sure you move your stop loss in profit, Rick. It's going to come down eventually. All right. So there we go. As price pulls back down, which is normal, no surprise there. So that snipe over there would have been a full TP. There's another snipe right here, but I don't recommend anyone take it. It's at the all-time high. Nice. So Rick just got pulled out in profit. Nice, Steven. Yeah, don't enter it. Smart move on your end, Steven, this time. I'm glad to see that you listened to me when I said up to enter it, because you can see prices coming back down. It's going to go into consolidation, so it's fine. We'll let it come back down, go into consolidation, and then once it's in consolidation, we can catch it as it breaks up further, right? It's going to keep pushing in one direction, but we just want to confirm that before we hop in. Hey, dead morning. Nice, Rick. Rick locked in 795. Not bad. Should have pulled out when Nick was telling you up there. Nick was like, pull out. You would have been up like 1,300, 3,500. It's all good though. You made some profit. Profit's profit. Regardless of the situation. Let me see if there's any other news today. I just want to make sure there's nothing else going on. Check CNBC. But we kind of expected this to go up because you can see that, like we went over the news earlier, the unemployment claims were positive. So that was a good thing. Chicago PMI is going to come up shortly at 645. So we'll see what happens there. But it was bullish, just like we anticipated. There's just a lot of factors pushing to the upside. We have a bias because of the retail sentiment. We also have a bias because, oh yeah, so check this out. Look at the retail sentiment. See how it's 73%? This number probably decreased because a lot of people got stopped out. So let me just refresh this. Oh, they're still in it. So a lot of these people are still holding on. Looks like they have a really wide stop loss. So a lot of these people are basically praying that price is going to come back down. Whoever's on the short side, their stop loss is probably super far out. So this is probably going to keep pushing up higher. It's going to push up higher until these people get kicked out, which is completely fine. This is why I don't recommend anyone taking these sells. So this, I think it's going to keep pushing up higher. This number hasn't decreased at all. This number is probably going to increase because people are going to try to keep trying to catch the drop to the downside, but they're just going to keep getting stopped out because they're just going to keep pushing up higher and higher until they get until their account gets blown. Because I could already tell there's a lot of people here who are on the sell side, and they're just like praying that price is going to come down. So what price can do? Keep pushing up until they get stopped out or their account gets blown, or they get margin called out. Let's see what the range is for today. It's not like huge, but yeah, it's up 86 points, which is 860 pips. So it's not super far up past 1,000 yet, but it is gonna. I think it's gonna get there. Here's a breakout. It would have been off this candle right here. It's a strong green candle. Looks like it's still technically running. It's about to hit full TP. Looks like. Yeah. So if you guys took the breakout right there, if you guys remember from the beginning of the session, I mentioned that we need a strong green candle right here with a strong green candle. That would have been a breakout. It would have just hit full TP right there. But I don't recommend anyone chase this. I would never take a trade that's outside the all-time high. What I want to happen here is I want price to pull back a bit, and then I'll catch a trade within this area. Because if I'm looking for a little scalp, I only need to get about 100 pips, which is right here. This is all the movement I need to get my 100 pips. So I'm just going to be waiting. I don't want to hop in and FOMO into this trade and then end up being caught in the reversal. So just keep that in mind, guys. Yeah, Steven, you just got to listen, Steven. I'll let you guys know if I do enter a trade, but there's no scalps that are available right now. So if we do see something, then we will, I'll let you guys know, but there's nothing that we can take right now. Rick said it's going to the moon. Steven said, should I hear cash sound when you enter a trade? I got to go make another ringer for you. Because Steven, if you guys remembered, Steven likes the horns when we hit TP. So we used to always blow the horns. So he knew when to take the trade out. He wants a cash sound now. So I got to find a little cash noise, like the cha-ching noise. Oh, man. Yeah, don't get FOMO, Steven. Steven said, I'm getting FOMO. Yeah, don't get FOMO. Like that meme where the doctor is like, they're like telling the doctor, like, oh, this hurts. And like, then don't do that. Like Steven, if your account hurts, just don't do that. Don't FOMO in. I know you're FOMOing because you're seeing this push up higher and higher, but at any moment, this will just come right back down, bro. There's no reason to have FOMO right now, because the last thing you want to do is enter a buy. And then as soon as you enter a buy, it comes crashing down, right? And you get stopped out and you're like, damn, I should have just waited. So you can see right here, price is coming right back down. So you guys want to be very, very careful with with entering any trades here, especially buys, because it's going to have to drop. What I'm looking for here is I'm looking for this to come back down, probably like consolidate within this area, and then shoot back up further. Then I'll take the buy. Yeah, Charlie said, I wonder if it's going to go back to starting price. Possibly. You know what I'll do over here, Charlie, is I'll put this, let's see, 630 right here. I'll put this blue line right here, this horizontal line, so that you guys can see. This is opening price right here, this dotted line. So it can possibly come back to that area. I don't know for sure. I don't think it will though. Or maybe it will. I don't know. Let's see it. How far is price from it right now? It can actually. It's not that far. It's only 800 pips. So it can technically come right back to opening price. So something to look out for there. And then it might just come right back up. So it's just going to be, you know, Steve, what'd you send me over here? Oh, you're trying to get back to break-even. So Steven's account right here. I mean, you're not that bad, Steven. You just need to get like 1 or 2 trades, you know, be back to your break-even. Paul's asking variation. No variation right there. Paul, there's no low at that point. Yeah, Paul saw this right here. So he did see the variation, but there's no variation because there's no low at that point. So he did see the double wick, but there was no low off that. It needs to be a double wick off the low. So if there's a double wick off this one, then yes, this will be a variation, but no variation off just it can't be any double wick. It has to be an actual low. Yeah, that's all right, Paul. You're still getting it down, so you're all right. And then, you know, that's the best way to understand this stuff is ask questions. So we get a possible variation coming right here. It's gonna have to reject off this low right here though, double wick. If it doesn't, then no variation. But if there is, then try to catch that real quick. Let's see. Nope. It broke right through it, guys. So no variation off that. Delete this first. Yes, no variation off that right there. Maybe this candle. So we'll see. So you got another pending low right here. So guys, you know, just keep in mind, you just gotta be patient. And you can see, so Charlie, this might come back down to opening price like you mentioned. We'll see. This is exactly what we want. This is cool. So we didn't FOMO into this trade. You know, if you FOMOed into this trade, you probably would have gotten stopped out by now because this thing's dropped quite a bit. Exactly what you don't want to end up in. You know, you guys got to manage your risk properly, especially during conditions like this. Jennifer's asking which mentoring session went into detail for variation. It would be the last one, Jennifer. So the most recent one, I went into the variation in detail because a lot of people had questions about the variation. So I went over them in there. I don't know when it was. Just go to the YouTube channel and then look for the most recent mentoring session, which I think was like 2 weeks ago. It wasn't that long ago. Steven said, Sean, for quick scalps, is it fine to use a 5 lot or should I use 3 lots? You have a 100K count, right, Steven? So if you do, then yeah, 5 lots should be fine. It just depends on how confident you feel, right? I use 10 lots because I'm confident with it. If you don't feel confident, then use a smaller lot size because it's, you know, you're just going to dig a deeper hole for yourself if you keep taking bad trades. So if you feel confident, use a 5 lot. If you don't feel confident, use a 3 lot. You know, it's going to take longer, but at least you're not going to be digging into your account too deep, too far. Yeah, Stephen, definitely. Stephen said, no more using 10 lots. This is how I blow my accounts. Yeah, you should 100% not be using a 10 lot on a 100K account, Stephen, ever. That's like extremely high leverage. You're like, you're like one trade away from reaching your max daily loss and your max loss in general. Thanks, Patricia. Yeah, Patricia said it was on the 13th. So if you go back to the 13th on YouTube videos, Jennifer, you could probably see it on there. That's it for right now. It's just going to be about some time until we reach that. So as you can see, lows keep getting established as price continues to move along, which is fine. We want a new range to be created anyway. So you can see that this might be a new range right here with price bouncing around. So right here, this might be a variation if it rejects right off that low, a double wick rejection. Charlie said we need one variation today, please. Yeah, I know. We haven't had variations lately. I think we had one yesterday, but we haven't really had very many. There's one right here possibly pending. Never mind. So we had one pending right there and it broke right through it, unfortunately. So that variation is invalid. There's no variation off that. So that just dropped lower. That was really close. I was waiting for it. I was getting ready to take it. So yeah, so no variation off that. It's just dropping lower and lower. Yeah, exactly, Charlie. Charlie said so close. It was 10 seconds away. It was really close. And Charlie, look, it's coming back to opening price. Exactly what you identified, right? So that was a nice catch right there. I don't know if you took that, Charlie, but it came down exactly to where you were anticipating. This blue line right here is opening price. So you can see price coming back down to that point. What generally happens right here, guys, is when price pushes up like super heavily like that, price generally comes down. And then when it reaches the opening price, one or two things will happen. Price will either bounce off and come right back up, which is what I'm anticipating, or price will break through it and continue dropping lower. So my guess is that it's going to bounce back up. And it's already bouncing back up right now, but it's it's just too big of a push. Yeah, Charlie said, no, I'm not risky any more trades. Yeah, you just got to be patient, Charlie. Wait for those perfect entries. Because I know it feels good sometimes when you take risky trades and they hit, but when they don't hit, it's like, man, should have just waited. All right, so we got this low right here that is pending. This is great. If we get a high right here, this is even better because we're going to have a range that's developing right here. Should be, consolidation range. Thanks, Paul. Paul said 74% short. So it's perfect. If we get a range right here, we'll just be waiting for this to to confirm the move. Charlie said, blue mini accounts finally learned not to just hop in trades just cause. I think it's going in a direction. Yeah, I mean, it's just discipline, Charlie, and it's okay because that's, everyone goes through it. It's the cost of education. That's what a lot of people say. And I agree with it. You guys got to pay to learn. You got to lose. Sometimes you got to take a couple L's to really understand like what your problem is with trading and to get better from it. You just got to take L's, right? That's just how life works. You live and you learn. But yeah, no, I'm glad to see Charlie's taking smarter trades now. Same with Maddie too. Yeah, Maddie said I took hella losses. Yeah, in the beginning, Maddie almost gave up. It's crazy. Maddie like literally almost gave up like 3 months ago. Maddie has like 4 funded accounts now. He turned it all around after we talked. Like, yeah, literally Maddie it's crazy. Yeah, Maddie's been killing it. So you guys have seen Maddie. He's usually in the group calling the variations, but Maddie has like, I think 4 funded accounts now. He has like 1 MFF or 2 MFFs and then like 3 FTMOs. It's crazy. In such a short time too. It's only been like 2 months. He's like literally just, drove right through it. Steven said, we missed a 3-minute entry. No, Steven, there's no 3-minute entry here. Yeah, there's nothing here, Steven. There's a pending sell there, but there's no entry off it. No snipes right there. Put the daily right here. There's no daily though. Right back to the 1 minute. So as you can see, that price is now in a range, which is perfect because we have the big range right here, the high and the low, and we have a small range within this area. So as price gets into this tighter range, it's probably going to go sideways for a bit until it breaks out one way or the other. And we're looking for that breakout to the upside. Let me see what you sent me over here. So Steven, in order for there to be an entry, the candle has to close, Steven. So there was no candle that closed here, so there was no entry. And even if you were looking for an entry there, there would be no entry for a sell because we're looking for buys. So for one, there's no signal there. And so Steven, the market opened right here at 6:30, right? We weren't even looking at this buy right here. You could have taken the buy there, but we were on at 6:30. So there was no entry. I mean, you could have taken the entry if you wanted, but there's nothing that's been on for the live session. I think you got to look forward, Steven. Stop looking back to like the previous candles because you're getting confused. Like we weren't even online during that time. So we wouldn't be able to take that on the live session. And we don't take anything around opening price. So make sure that you're, paying attention. Yeah, no, that's fine, Steven. I just want to make sure that you don't confuse yourself because you seem to confuse yourself with this stuff a lot. But you're good. Yeah, no, for the 3 minute, if you're applying the pivot scalp, yes, that would be a buy entry, but we don't take buys before market open. Like that's like at 6:27, market opened at 6:20, at 6:30. So you don't want to get caught in those spikes in price, right? When the market opens. So we wouldn't have taken that trade because we don't take any trades until the market actually opens. And if we do take a trade when market opens, we wait for either the breakout or we wait for the breakout or we wait for price to stabilize, which wouldn't be within that period. Nick said plot twist. Steven is actually Elon Musk trying to learn how to trade too. Yeah, if that was I was gonna think of an analogy, but never mind. All right, anyways, guys, we'll take a look over here and see if there's anything else to come up. So we got a pending sell signal here, which is perfect. There's a buy signal right here, but there's no entry because we're looking for these three strategies right here to line up. So we wouldn't have taken that right there because it doesn't apply for anything. This is kind of what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for a sell signal so that if we get a variation, when price pushes up to the other side, we have a pending buy signal. So if we get that, then we can pretty much just write it on up. So let's see, we got a sell signal right here. I just want a sell signal to close. There we go. And then now I want a low to be established. So I want a low to be established and I want a double wick rejection. Once we get that, we can take it for a buy and I can write it to the upside. So right here is perfect. We have the low right here. It's getting established. It's pending. If this low right here closes, then we'll look for that double wick rejection. Once we get the double wick rejection, we can take it for a buy. It's right here rejecting off the previous low. It actually broke right below it. So we're going to delete this. What could happen for you that would be even better is if price comes down, rejects off the opening price, we have the low. It's a double wick rejection. So we have like almost like a triple confirmation there. So we'll have a variation plus we'll have a rejection off the price there, and we'll have a buy signal that pushes up. So it's going to be a really good push to the upside. We got about 10 seconds left on this candle. Let's see what happens after this closes. Yeah, so I wouldn't mind if it pushes down a little lower and then rejects right off that opening price. All right, so we got the low right here. Got that pending low. We just need a double wick rejection. to catch that variation. All right, I'll be watching. We have about 20 seconds left on this candle right here. Got about 10 seconds. See what we got here. 2 seconds. No. So no variation off that. But it's fine because it's pushing down lower to opening price. And here we go. We're at opening price. So I'm hoping we get a wick rejection off this. This will be perfect entry for us. If we get yeah, it's testing opening price. So if we get a double wick off this, this would be a perfect variation right here for us to take. All right, so price is rejecting off opening price. We have the low right there. This is gonna be a perfect entry if it closes as a variation. Price broke below it. About 7 seconds left. Might even come down to the New York low, so it's okay if it does. All right, price is now rejecting off the New York low right here. All right, this is even better. But as you guys can see, the range is getting wider and wider. So this gives us a lot of space right here for price to push to the upside. 600 pips, basically. All right, so we need this to close. Let's see what retail sentiment currently is. 73% short. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to stack more sellers, just like Maddie said. All right. So we just need a double wick rejection off this low right here. If we get a double wick rejection, we can take it on its right up. If I do take this trade, guys, I'm probably gonna, damn, it just broke it. So the new low right here, it's probably gonna reject off it again though. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to stack on more sellers. They want more people to FOMO into these sells because they think price is gonna come down, like, you know, just reverse. But then as it continues to drop, it's just gonna, you know, probably swing right back to the upside. So it's coming down and testing the low of the session, which would be, you know, right over here. And this is fine, guys. If this happens where price continues to drop, this is okay because we can still get an entry for these triple confluences right here. So even if we don't get a variation, it's okay because if price pushes up to here and breaks above here and closes, we can still take it for a buy up on that side as well. But you can see price just wicked off this off the New York low over here from yesterday. So let's see if we get a double wick rejection off this point. This right here would be obviously the daily entry for the 3-minute. I'm not looking to take it though, because I'm not looking to take any sells. I'm still looking for some buys. My bias is still a buy for the rest of the week. So today and tomorrow, still looking for buys, especially with retail sentiment so high. I'm not looking at, you know, bandwagon onto those basically those traps that are being placed. So you can see prices are having a difficulty closing below the New York low, which is normal. All right, it's no variation. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait for another low to be established. But as you can see right here, price came down. It's probably going to swing right back up eventually at some point. So I'll give it some time. Yeah, Nick said 80 feels like a sweet spot for market sentiment, which I agree. I think anything above 75% will be good. Anything past 80% is amazing because you can start looking for liquidity grabs at that point because it's going to start triggering a lot of stop losses once it gets that high to the upside, because a lot of people are going to be stacking on those sells. Currently right now, no entries off that. Wouldn't take that there. Nothing here off the snipes. We wouldn't take this right here. It's too big of a candle. And it broke the all-time high as well. All right, so there really isn't much for us to look at here. Nothing off the 10-minute, nothing off the 3-minute, nothing off this 1 minute right here either. What might happen at this point is we might go into a deeper consolidation and a smaller range, which is perfectly fine. That's exactly what we're looking for here. So we want another high right here to close or pending, and then we can take it. Professor's asking Sean, that wasn't a potential buy snipe on the 10-minute? No, because it was at the all-time high and it was a big candle. So during that time, I mentioned to you guys not to take any buys, right? So right in the beginning, I kept telling you guys not to take any buys because it was breaking the all-time high. Also, it's too big of a candle. So when a big candle happens like that, usually pulls back. But in this case where it was at the all-time high, obviously it reversed just like we anticipated. So that's the main reason why we didn't take the 10-minute off that. This one right here. So this one right here that just closed, this would technically be a buy snipe, but I'm not looking to take any trades yet until I have anything like a better confirmation. Because the thing is, price is still coming down. You're still waiting for it to swing back up. What you can do here is you can let it drop a little bit and then probably have a buy stop to catch it as it rides up. But I'm not looking to take anything until I have a confirmation of the swing to the upside. Like, right, for example, I wouldn't have taken this one right here because it hit the all-time high. But yeah, there's another buy snipe right now that just closed about 10 seconds ago. So I'm looking for stuff on the shorter time frame. You can see prices swing back up, which is fine. That's basically what's supposed to happen. But I'm looking for variation. I'm looking for stuff on the short time frames right now. Because the thing is, we haven't had a confirmation that price is going to swing back up yet. If we get a variation, that's probably going to swing up, and I'll probably just ride it for a longer push. Yeah, you just want to be careful on this period. Like from the beginning of the session, I did mention that the price was going to be moving unusually because we're at the all-time high. Plus, we're getting close to the new year, and it's doing exactly what it's moving unusually, just like we anticipated. The key thing here, guys, is to anticipate these unusual price movements. When you anticipate price to be unusual, you can be a bit more cautious, right? Instead of taking every single trade that comes up. So yeah, going back to the snipe over here, specifically, that's another reason why I wouldn't take it, because we haven't had the swing to the upside. So if you guys do want to enter this, you can probably just wait, because eventually it's probably going to swing back up. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to have to, but eventually it will. One thing that I would recommend is you guys continue to look at the retail sentiment. So you can see right here at 72% short, right? Because people are pulling out of their shorts now. Like some retail traders are getting smart and they're anticipating that price is going to swing back up, which is what we're anticipating. We're waiting for it to swing back up. We're not trying to chase the FOMO to the sell side. We're trying to catch it as it turns around and goes back up. They're trying to stack some more sellers here. However, it's lessening because, once you get burned enough times, like I'm sure a lot of people here who are on the short, they were getting burnt and they anticipated that it was going to swing back up, which I do anticipate too. So I wouldn't take this snipe here. I would be waiting for it to possibly swing up. So it's just going to be a matter of patience and waiting for this to go right back up. But right now, there's just isn't, price just keeps pushing lower and lower. Which is typical for this to happen after price reaches the all-time high, because this is the all-time high here. I think once more sellers enter the market, So you just got to be patient, wait for more sellers enter the market. Once there's more that enter the market, then it'll swing it back up. Because the thing is, they can't make money off these sellers unless there's enough in the market, right? It's only 72% short. So I think we're going to keep seeing this. But what I kind of might see happen here is we might see this drop further and then consolidate a bit. It'll probably keep dropping and then it'll consolidate, around like 8 to 9. Some consolidation phase right here. And then around like 10 to 12, that's where it's going to start to reverse once we get close to the mid-market reversal. Eventually, it'll just swing back to the upside, right? But, it's all about being patient, waiting for that to happen. Because I don't think it's going to drop that far. Let me see how far it's dropped so far. Well, so this is like one way to measure it. You can measure it from the opening price right here and see how far in the negative it's actually gone. It's only gone in the negative about 300 pips. It hasn't even dropped that far. This is the range right here from down here to up here. This is opening price. Price shot up, came back down for retracement, pullback, and then eventually it's just going to swing back up towards the end of the session. Possibly. I mean, if price moves how it's supposed to, it'll swing back up. But, it's just going to be, it's just going to take some time. Here, let's see. Yeah, Charlie said hopefully it hits the low and then possible variation. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that variation down here, guys. So there we go at that new low. Let's go back to retail sentiment. 72%. Looking over at the futures data currently right now, the average is 57 points, 54 points in the green. Looking over here at the stock index. Yeah, it's pretty much like right down the middle. So looking at the fundamentals right now, they're not that strong. They're only up 54 points. But I'm still looking for a sell here. So it's 72%. Let me refresh this. It's still at 72. 73 now. So now it's at 73. Sellers are starting to hop on. So you see a lot of people are getting FOMO. They're starting to chase onto these sells, which is perfectly fine because we're not going to chase that. We're going to wait for it to swing back up and let those people get stopped out. And we'll catch the basically the stop loss hunt as these people get stopped out. We'll just catch that ride to the upside. It's probably not going to push up just yet, but eventually. So it's pretty much what we're waiting for. Just got to wait for it and be patient. So this snipe here is still technically alive. This is the reason why I wouldn't enter it just yet. I mean, if you want to put a buy stop there, you can. I'm not going to be taking the buy though. Not yet. I'm still waiting for that confirmation that price is going to swing to the upside. This is actually going to be another snipe right here. So if this body closes above this zone right here, it's going to be another snipe. So even better entry down here for that snipe. And you can see price is starting to shift, to the upside. Hey, Kenny, morning. Nick said, thinking it might consolidate to make sellers more comfortable. Yeah, no, it's exactly what I'm anticipating too. But Dad said, Sean, can we put a buy stop for the snipe? You could, but I wouldn't recommend entering it just yet. But Dad, I mean, I would wait for it because if this closes right here, this would give you a better entry for the snipe. And then you can just wait for it to drop even further and then catch it as it swings up. So, I mean, you can if you want, but Dad, I'm not looking to put it there yet. But if you want to, you can. You can just put your buy stop right there, and then as it swings up, it'll trigger it and then close it out and hit it for you. I would probably just wait for this one right here to close because you could probably get a better entry down here to put a buy stop at a lower point. But I mean, it's up to your preference. I personally wouldn't enter just yet. Like basically what we're looking for here is we're looking for this to the upside, right? We're waiting for this to finally make its way back up because it's going to make its way back up eventually, right? You gotta like wait for it to make that U shape and then swing right back up. Nike swish. That's what you guys are looking for. We're looking for this because it's gonna happen. But you just don't want to enter too early. Yeah, it's just waiting. And yeah, because that candle's going to close in about 2 minutes, but dead, so it should be all right. I'll just wait. And if it doesn't close, and if it doesn't, then you can always just, you can put your buy stop later on, like as price continues to move on further. We've got about a minute left on this candle right here, so it's still got some time. But yeah, entry point, optimal entry is going to be key if you're looking to take an entry like that for the snipe or something similar. We got a pending high here. Yeah, pending high right there. So as you guys can see, levels are being established as we see it, right? There's a lot of levels here. The big level right here, smaller range within this area, then even a smaller range within this area right here, where price will probably consolidate a bit to stack more sellers into the market. Refreshing this right here, still at 73. This would be our key catalyst here. We're just looking to see when this increases. As this continues to increase, we're going to see more retail traders enter the market for a sell, and it'll just help us charge up for that buy that we're waiting to push to the upside. So it's just us waiting for that to confirm. Market volatility kind of died down a bit. This is kind of similar to what happened yesterday. So if you guys remember yesterday, we were on for like about an hour. Market volatility didn't pick up at all. And then as we got closer to like 7:30, 7:10 right now, volatility started to pick up again. So every day this week, we've pretty much seen the same. Charlie, if you see this right here, it looks exactly how it did yesterday and the day before that, remember? For this over here. B, I'm not looking to take anything right now. So no, I'm not going to take the 10-minute. But it's the same setup. This whole, if you guys have been watching my live session on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, it's been the same exact thing. This thing would come up, come down, consolidate a bit, and then reverse back to the upside. It's like the same exact pattern. If you guys go back and watch a replay yesterday and the day before that, it's the same thing. So that's why I'm kind of confident that it's going to swing back up. It might not swing back up right now, but it's going to swing back up eventually, by the end of the session. But it's the same thing. We have this breakout to the upside. Like I think every day this week we had a breakout for a buy. And they all hit TP. It breaks out to the upside, pulls back a bit, consolidates. Mid-market reversal over here, swings all the way back up. So it's just going to be a matter of time until it does actually swing back up. So let's see. Yes, going back to the 10-minute over here. I'm not looking to take this 10-minute right now, B. I'll have this marked up right here so that you guys can see. The thing is, I'm waiting for this to confirm the swing back up to the upside, right? The swing ups hasn't happened yet. Until it happens, then I'll look to take some buys. Because what might happen here is like for this 10-minute, we might see price swing down to the bottom. And then when it swings down to the bottom, it'll come right back up. So basically like this right here. Right? Have it come back down here and then swing right back up. So I'm not looking to take it yet because it's still gonna have to keep coming down until it's ready to swing up. Like I mentioned before, guys, it's all key. Like entry is gonna be key right now. Possible variation right here, guys. So if this variation closes, I'll be taking it. About 20 seconds left on this right here. If it closes with an invalid signal, even better. All right, we got about 5 seconds left. Crap, where's my thing at? All right, so I'm in the position, guys. My stupid MT4, I didn't have my one-click trading on, but it's okay, I'm in it. Looks like I got in a little late though, unfortunately. So let's see. Send alert right here. And there we go. Looks like it hit full TP already. So full TP off the, there we go. Full TP off the variation, guys. Let's see. I had to pull out of mine manually, unfortunately. Stupid thing. My one-click trading wasn't on. So I pulled out right there. I entered late because my one-click trading wasn't working. I pulled out manually. I didn't get the full TP. I only locked in about maybe 300 or 400 off that. So it's okay. We'll wait for the next one. I'm not going to write it up just yet, guys. I'm not convinced that price is going to swing to the upside. Because we don't have the perfect setup that we're looking for, right? What I would want is I want a variation where there's no buy signal yet. So I'm looking for a variation where we don't have the buy signal so that when we do have the variation, it's going to be followed by a momentum push to the upside. So as price goes down here, I want it to push up with a buy signal so it can just skyrocket up, right? We don't have that right now. So I got to take what I can have right now, right? You can't have everything at the moment, but eventually price will swing back to the upside. We just don't have that yet. I probably could have held on to it, made more profit, but it's all good. You know, it is what it is. Locked in my profit off that. And we'll move on to the next one. So yeah, great work to whoever caught that. It looks like a lot of you guys did. I'll give a little update right here for that, and I'll send my profits in as well. All right, man, this is trash market. It's too slow, man. There's no volatility, but the variation played out exactly how we anticipated. You know, you guys can't get greedy. You guys just got to hop into, if you miss the trade, guys, just wait for the next one. I only made about 25 off my personal. Let's see wait a minute. Why did my MFF only take a 5? I'm confused. My MFF took like a wrong lot size. I'm confused. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. But yeah, my MFF took the wrong lot size. It's annoying. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. All right, well, that's annoying. My MFF took like half lot size. I might still lock in the same amount of like good profit, but I'm just confused why it took a half lot size. Huh. All right, whatever. Anyways, there goes that bullish move that we were looking for right there. I should just held it, but whatever. I'm not trying to be not trying to take anything too risky. But anyways, let me just put this over here real quick. I'm still confused why my MFF took a half lot size. Check my settings, or I'll check in a little bit. All right, let me just post up the profits real quick. I know I should have held it for the snipe, right? There goes a snipe right there, guys. So, you know, Beded, I don't know if you put the buy stop where I was telling you earlier, but it's going up exactly what we anticipated, right? So if you waited, or even if you took the other snipe earlier, right here, you'd be back in profit. So wherever you put your buy stop, you're in profit now for that snipe for whoever took it. But yeah, Beded, it played out exactly how we anticipated, right? If you were patient and waited for it, you would have took the snipe and you would have been heavily in profit right now. But anyways, I'm still confused why MFF took half lot size. I don't know. I'm like thrown off by it. So anyways, look, here's my my profits for that trade. My personal, I just made 25 bucks, not very much. You know, it's something. And then here's my MFF. I don't know why I took half lot size. I made 270 off that. Here's my copier. I made 390 off this, 10 lot normal FTMO. And then here's my main account, made 390 off that as well. So, man, this thing's a trip. I don't know. I'm just confused why that happened, but it's okay. I feel like, man, MFF is always on some stuff. They either give me less profit or they don't take the trade or whatever. I don't know. So well, let's see what goes on here. All right, so let me move this over real quick. Scrolling down, let's see. So here's the profits that people made today. Patricia locked in a total of 2,762. Nice work, Patricia. Vincent over here locked in a total of 2,360. Nice work, Vincent. And then Dell over here locked in a total of 496 for the day. Great work, Dell. And then Rick over here locked in a total of 2,219. Great work, Rick. So great work across the board over here. Maddie over here as well, locked in a total of 483. And then right here, he locked in a total of 518. Nice work, Maddie. So across both those accounts, close to 1,000. He just got his funded account, got his contract for his third account. So now Maddie's funded on 3 different accounts. So great work right there. Patricia again, 2,762. Brock over here as well. Brock locked in a total of 382. Nice work, Brock. Great work amongst everyone here. So a lot of people did take that buy there. Some people caught the full TP. Some people caught half of it. Fortunately, I only caught a portion of it because of the my issue with my one-click trading, but it's okay. This would be a high-low entry right here, but I wouldn't take it because I'm looking for these 3 here to line up, not just one. So we'll move this high a little bit higher over here. And then we'll be looking for another entry. Scroll up real quick. Yeah, Maddie said MFF is weird. Scroll down real quick. Yeah, the high low is in profit right now. Charlie just said closed early. That's good. Nick said catching those Vegas vibes from Sean, right? Lisa said, yeah, I had technical issues with MFF, 3x server issues in a month, so I bailed to FTMO. Yeah, MFF is okay, but I wouldn't use it as a primary. They keep having issues. I'm still like really confused why it took half lot size. But it's all right. So great work, Sai. Sai got in at 36,572. So he got in at a good price. He's still in it, I think, right now. So he got in like down here, which is nice. I don't know if I would hold on to it, guys. You can see it's coming back down. We still don't have that confirmation that price is going to swing to the upside, right? That's why I'm not here looking to enter anything long term yet. Not looking to buy and hold for a while because there just isn't a strong enough confirmation in the market. If there is, and I'll take it and I'll hold on to it. But right now, not really. It's still a bit iffy because you can see from the clean chart over here, price is just bouncing around this area, right? It's bouncing around opening price. This is the opening price right here. And it hasn't really done anything. It just, it gets above it, then it comes right back down. It bounces around this point. I'll keep catching scalps around this area, but I'm not looking to hold anything, like buy and hold it for like an extended period, at least not yet. We have a pending variation right here. So pending variation right there. Doesn't look like it's going to close because it's too high up. We still got 20 seconds on this candle, so we'll see what happens here. Nice, Charles. Charles locked in 264 off his account. And then his other account locked in 3,262. Nice. So I think this is your funded account, right? So yeah, you're killing it, Charles. Charles and Maddie, both of them. So Charles and Maddie are brothers, if you guys aren't familiar. Both killing it after they got their funded accounts. So you got to keep up the consistency. So no variation off this. You can see no wick rejection. But if you look closer, you can see that price is going into consolidation again, which is perfect. That's what we're looking for. So as you can see right here, we got the wide range, this high and this low. We got the medium range within here, and then we have the smaller range within here where price is starting to squeeze. We got price going into consolidation right here. So this means that price will break out to the upside or the bottom. It's 7:23 right now, guys. So it's getting close to 8 o'clock. You know, our main rule here. Well, my rule specifically is I don't trade after 8. So I'm going to see where this goes, but I'm looking to be a bit careful with this price movement here. Going over here real quick. See, Casey just sent me some profits. Let's see what Casey sent me. Casey caught that variation earlier with us, locked in a total of 172. Nice work, Casey. Yeah, man. So you guys are killing it, guys. Keep it up. Stay consistent. Don't get greedy. You know, just wait for these perfect entries to come in. It's really key today, guys, that you guys don't get FOMO and then hop into these trades before they provide any good confirmation, right? So I'm not really looking to mess with any higher time frames. I'm not looking at anything on the 10-minute, even though like the snipe here would have been nice. I'm not looking to take these trades here because it's still a bit risky. You guys got to keep in mind that whenever an all-time high gets hit for a day, market's going to be a bit iffy, right? There's going to be split sides. Some people are going to be looking for the short. Some people are going to be looking for the buys. The thing is, you got to wait for those perfect entries and then hop into them. If we didn't hit an all-time high today, then yeah, I'd write it up further to the all-time high. But currently right now, we hit the all-time high, and you're going to see some manipulation in the market as price continues to move up and down, basically wherever sentiment is sitting. Refreshing this right here, sentiment's currently 71% short, so it's getting lower. We want this number to be high, about 75 to 80%, but right now it's at 71. So there just isn't very much of a push for price to go to the upside, right? They need to stack more sellers before they push price up. So I would, just be a bit careful. Yeah, this 3-minute right here is running for this pivot scalp. But again, guys, I'm not looking to take anything off the 3-minute. I'm not looking to take anything off the 10-minute. I'm specifically looking on the 1-minute right now because we don't have a direction, right? Price is in consolidation right here. It doesn't matter if you're on the 3-minute, 10-minute, 1 hour, whatever. It's not going to make a difference because if you look here on the shorter time frame, price is still consolidating. So you can enter a 3-minute trade here. Doesn't mean it's going to go up, right? It can just keep going sideways for like the next hour or so. So you guys got to be smart about it. And just don't go with your gut today. That's what I would recommend. Don't go with your gut. Use some actual strategy. Look at your confluences. Just because you see something here on the 3-minute or the 10-minute, make sure you look on other timeframes to confirm that price is actually moving. If price breaks and closes above here, then yeah, that'd be a better confirmation for a buy. But currently right now, price is still within this area. You just don't want to be caught in this and price rejects off this high right here and just comes back down, right? That's something that could happen there as well. So just be careful. All right. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are in the position, great. It's not one that I look to take, but yeah, let me see how far is this here. I'm gonna mark it up just to see how far it's pushed up. Because maybe for people who are holding it, if you get a high-low entry off this right here, like if this closes above this line right here, then you can possibly write it up a little further. So that could be a possible entry right there for a high low. I'm not looking to take this myself, but I mean, if you guys do want to take it, this is the confirmation that I'm telling you guys about. So you have 1-minute confirmation here for a buy, and then you can pretty much ride this up higher to finish this 3-minute move right here. But I'm not looking to take that risk because this can easily just come right back down. Right. What I can see right here on the 1-minute is that, highs are still getting established. So this high just got broken right here. And then we have another one right over here. And you can see price coming right back down. These are all traps right here, guys. I'm not looking to take any of these traps. I'm not trying to be a sucker in the market today because there's going to be a lot of suckers today for sure. A lot of people chasing moves, right? You don't want to be that guy. He's got to be a bit cautious with whatever you plan on taking. So I'm glad I didn't take that trade there. It did exactly what I anticipated. I was anticipating price to come back down and just keep consolidating within this area here. So hopefully nobody hopped into that. And you guys are listening to my analysis here. So what I would recommend is if I'm not taking it, guys, you guys should probably not be taking it. Wait for whatever I'm taking, because if I'm taking it, I'm like pretty confident price is going to go in that direction. Right now, I'm not confident about it going that direction just yet. So this right here, if we get a variation right here, then yeah, I'll hop into that. But I'm not looking to take any single entries. I need something to line up with all three strategies, or I need something to line up with the variation. Yeah, if we get a variation right here, then I'll probably hop into it. But other than that, I'm just going to be waiting. I know this 10 minutes still running in profit. It's cool, but now it's pulling back. Not really looking to be stuck in any positions for too long today. Exactly, Maddie. Maddie said variation with the pending buy signal would be nice. I agree. Exactly what I'd be looking for. Oh, damn, Charlie got stuck. Looks like tried to close a 3-minute in profit, but slipped and lost 124. At least it's just 124, Charlie. It could be a lot worse. All right, so I'm hoping we get an invalid signal right here with variation. If we get that, we can hop into this and then. All right, so pending variation right here. Yeah, Maddie said we have natural gas storage right now coming out news. So if we get a variation right here, I mean, this is gonna be a bit risky. I gotta make sure I get out of this quick. This is iffy. I don't know if I should take it or not. You gonna take it, Maddie? I'm probably gonna hold off. It's not worth the risk. Anyways, there's no variation off that anyways. So it probably hurt us. You knew it was gonna happen. So it actually saved us on that one. Yeah. So they're looking out for us. Good thing that they didn't close right there, because if it did, I was kind of tempted to take it, but it's too risky with the news. So natural gas storage is coming out right now. We got about, let's see what happens. Let me check the news real quick, see what played out from that point. Yeah, so natural gas storage right here. Positive news. So that's good for us. See if I get a variation right here. The main problem with this variation right here is that it's at the session, just like Maddie said. I don't like taking trades near the session because price is likely to bounce off it. So I wanted to drop a bit more. Definitely wanted to drop a bit more. And then catch the variation from there. There's a snipe, guys. Snipe's still running. This snipe is probably going to hit eventually, guys. So this snipe is probably going to hit eventually. But it's going to take some time. It's going to take a lot of time, actually, until some direction is set, indicating that price is finally going to really reverse. There's no confirmation yet. So yeah, so nothing off this. Let's see what we got over here. We got this pending low right here. So if I get a variation off this is exactly what I'll be looking for. If I get a variation off here, Maddie, I think I'm going to take it, because we'll have a pending buy signal after this. So I'm hoping we get a variation off this. And then I'm not going to write it up. I'm just going to go for normal TP. So we got about a few seconds on here. All right, let's see if we get a variation. As you guys can see, volatility is dying down pretty heavily. These candles are so small. So no variation off that. It's okay. Maybe a variation off this one. Yeah, it's better. I mean, the lower that it goes, the better for the variation, because we have more space within this area for it to bounce. Looks like price might come down and test the previous low. Basically, this is the low for the session so far. Yeah, I want more space here. I want more room for my trades to breathe. So the farther it drops right here, the better. All right, we got a pending low right here. Let's see. I don't know if we'll get a variation off this. Maybe. We got 30 seconds left on this candle. KM is asking, wasn't this a sell as it crossed HL? It was, but we're not looking for sells. We're looking for buys. We've been looking for buys all week. So we're not looking for sells at all this. I'm not sure if you're just entering the room, KM, or if you haven't been here, but every day this week, we're not looking for any sells. And it doesn't apply for the strategy right here. We're looking for a strategy that hits pretty much everything over here right now for a buy, not necessarily for a sell. So everything you're probably talking about, I'm not sure if you're talking about, are you talking about this one right here? Or I don't know which one you're even talking about, because there was no sell here actually. Right here, there was no sell because this invalidated it. For this low right here, there's no sell because it didn't break and close below it. So there's actually no sell here at all for either of these. Yeah, because there's a high low right here, or there's a low right here. This candle invalidated it, so there's no entry for a high low. For this one right here, there was no sell there either. So yeah, so I take that back. There was no entry there, but even if there was an entry, I'm not looking to take any sells. Yeah, no problem. I know it's kind of confusing sometimes because I'm moving so fast, things are getting adjusted. But just going back right here, I thought I saw one too. Like when I was looking right here, I thought this one right here would have been a sell, but it's not, because this one right here would have invalidated it. So you're good. All right, so no entry off this, man. 7:35 right now. I mean, it's crazy that we've been on this live session for over an hour now. Time just flew by. I think like it was like I've been mentioning, guys, whenever we hit a TP, it feels like time just like flies by, right? Because we hit the TP early for the variation, and then 30 minutes just passed by like nothing. And then now we're waiting for another entry here. I think we're so focused looking for these entries that it just goes by so quickly. Looking over here, nothing off the clean chart. So as you can see levels being created, right? We have the big range, small range, or medium range, and smaller range within here. Price might create another range within this area right there, and just might be a tighter squeeze. And then we can probably catch it as it swings. But as you can see, volatility is dying down. Each candle here is getting like pretty much smaller and smaller, and it's not really moving too much. So if that becomes a case where price continues to move along, then we're probably just going to enter some consolidation within this period right here from like 8 to 9, and then from 9 to 10. Nothing off this. Nothing off this. Snipe's still technically running right now. Yeah, I mean, we're really just looking for that confirmation for price to swing back up, but we just haven't had that yet. Maddie says retail sentiment has changed. Let me go check real quick. Retail sentiment is 71% short right now. If you refresh this, it's now at 72. So a lot of retail traders are starting to hop onto the sells. I think a lot of people are getting, they're getting lured into these sells here. So what I see happening is the same thing that's been happening for the past, 3-4 days now. They'll keep luring some more sellers in here, keep pushing price a little lower and lower as price continues to push, a little lower and lower. Consolidate a bit, go a little further. And then when the mid-market reversal happens, it'll probably just swing, back to the upside. I don't know how far it'll swing, but it'll probably recover at least till, to some extent, maybe back to opening price right there. Let me delete this real quick. Clean this up. Go back over here. No entries off this. Let's see. So DJ said, not sure if you answer this, but but is the market open tomorrow? How is it trading on New Year's Eve? Yes, so the market is open tomorrow, DJ. It's just that the market will be pretty slow. A lot of people are just going to sit out the market. A lot of people are celebrating New Year's. A lot of people know that the market's going to be kind of dead. So the market will be open, but it's going to be usually it's a bit slow. it's either really crazy or it's really slow, or not really crazy, but it's crazy for like for a short period. Because what happens is a lot of people will be trading in the morning, and then all throughout the day they're just trying to sell off, right? Because people don't want to hold trades into the new year, because gaps happen and stuff like that. So, and it's also a weekend, so it's a weekend plus it's New Year's Eve. So a lot of people just try to sell off. So what you'll see is you'll see a lot of volatility in price. You'll see price drop because people are selling it off, and then you'll see price spike up because people are buying they're buying the dip. They're trying to get in for a discount. Right now, price isn't discounted. Obviously, it's at the all-time high, so I don't really see the recovery happening just yet. But you're probably going to see a bit of a sell-off tomorrow as people try to, or a sell-off today. You might see a sell-off today and a sell-off tomorrow because you're going to see a lot of people pulling out for the new year. Because it just doesn't make sense to hold trade over the weekend or hold a trade over the New Year's Day, which is going to happen over a weekend this year. So yeah, DJ, I'm probably not going to trade tomorrow. I'll be here on the live and I'll be looking for trades, but I don't think I'll be necessarily actually trading, because it's just every day is risky, but you can kind of like weigh what days are riskier than others. I'll probably look for some variations and stuff like these smaller trades here, but not necessarily anything like on the 10-minute. Like definitely no daily, definitely no 3 minutes. But variations and these right here that I've been pretty much applying for the most part. Yeah, no problem, DJ. Man, you're about to get funded soon, DJ. I just thought about that. It's gonna be dope. Once you get funded, I'm not sure if you're funded yet, but you're gonna get funded soon, I'm sure. That's gonna be cool for next year. All right, so no variation off this, guys. There was a rejection off here. I was looking for this to close for a double wick rejection. There was no rejection off that. We're pretty much just waiting now for some sort of entry here. Push this down a little lower. Yeah, Maddie said the shit's dead. Yeah, no, it is dead. Yeah, the market is kind of slow right now. It's not really doing much. It's just, I mean, it's moving, but it's not necessarily moving that much. Like if you measure each candle, it's only moving like less than 100 pips, right? So you can see the volatility pushed up here, kind of slowed down a bit, pushed down, consolidated a bit, pushed up, came right back down. Now it's just like going sideways. Let's see, Salorm sent me some profits. Let's see, so Salorm locked in a total of 545 for the day. Nice work, Salorm. I think that's from the breakout, or not the breakout, the variation this morning. Maddie over here locked in a total of 616. Nice work, Maddie. And then his other account, 704. So nice work across the board right there, Maddie. Charlie over here, he took a loss off the off one of the trades there, but he made it right back over here. So he has a total of 392 for the day in profit. Nice work, Charlie. I mean, it's good that the main key for you guys today and this week in general is to close out every day in profit, right? Take quality trades, look for only the best trades, and avoid losses. That should be your main key every day to avoid losses. Barack over here, let's see. Barack said TP hit. He exited though, so he held on to the TP, the trade earlier. He locked in a total of 906 off that one trade. Nice work, Barack. Total of 1,266 for the day. So great work right there, Barack. Let's see. Jerry said, I'm copying from my main FTMO over to 2 MFF challenges, and only one of the MFF accounts are copying. The other one isn't taking any trades. I checked social trader settings and everything looks good. Anyone have issues like that? Mine too. It's weird. It took a half lot size on my social trader tools. It's fine. It's working okay. Yeah, guys. So I don't know. Jerry's having issues with MFF as well. I did too. I don't know, for whatever reason, it took half lot size on mine. I've never seen that happen before. Everything else it's my copier. It's like copying times 10. So this should have been 100 lot, but it took a 50. I've never seen that happen before. I'm not sure if anyone else is having issues with MFF, but it looks like me and Jerry are. Orain just sent his profits over here as well. Orain logged in a total of 390 for the day. Great work, Orain. Oh, nice, DJ. Yeah, so DJ's at your verification. Should be back soon, it looks like. Be back to the getting that funded by next week. Yeah, no, just be patient, DJ. So you should be good. Yeah, Patricia said the range is getting really tight now. It is. Let me just mark this up right here. Yeah, the range is super tight right now, guys. Man, I'm so glad we like you guys kind of, well, I mean, I guess I used to do this all manually, identifying the high lows, but now that we have the K2 high low indicator, this thing is so clutch, right? Because like it literally draws everything and it pretty much gives you perfect high lows. Because like, for example, I would have missed this high low right here because I would go off this other indicator, but we got it right there. And I probably would have used this one, but it would have been invalid. But I mean, it's nice. I think it's a really good addition to our analysis here. It's been a huge game changer. All right, let me see this real quick. Got another pending low right here. Let's see. DJ said, does anyone know when the 10% discount ends? Yeah, January 4th. Thanks, Kato. Appreciate that. I didn't know. Or January 3rd. Okay, so like by next week, it looks like, or by the end of the week, I think, at the end of this week. All right, so this range is super tight right here, guys. I would probably be careful taking even variations at this point because when the range is this tight, it's a bit risky. Actually, no, we have a pending buy. So if we do get a variation right here, I'll probably take it. If we get it, volatility is just really low right now. Reason I would want to take is because we have a pending buy signal here. Because we have a sell signal, the next signal is going to be a buy signal. So if we do get a variation, it's going to have that volatility to push to the upside, that momentum. So if we get it, I don't know if we're going to get it though. We got about 20 seconds left. And this market is dead. I don't think so either, Maddie. The market's not moving at all. Yeah, Patty said market's been playing all month. Yeah, we barely been getting any variations now. There's like some days where we get a lot, some days where we get none. Yeah, no variation. So guys, the market is like literally dead right here. You can see the range for the past like I think 5-10 minutes now. The range right here. That's crazy, man. It's like the market is so dead. This I mean, this has been happening like every day this week though. So it's nothing new, but the market is pretty much dead. Exactly. Just like what Rick said over here. Rick said it's been a breakout week, then it dies. That's exactly. It's been like that every day this week. This is probably going to be a sign to just sit out the market. Patrick said, I'm going to sit out on the sidelines till next year. Market's not going to get my profits I earned this week. LOL. That's smart, Patrick. Same with me. So if I don't get any trades within the next couple minutes, guys, and if price breaks out of this range, then I'm just not going to take anything. I'm probably not going to take anything tomorrow either. Cause I mean, this whole year has been great. It's been like, I don't even know what to say. It's been a really good trading year for all of us here, especially Patrick. If you've seen Patrick's profits in the group, this he's locking like 10K on his account, on his personal and stuff. So he's had a great week, great day, great month, great year so far. It's just being smart about your trades. Okay, so a possible variation right here. Possible variation off this. Let's see. I don't know if we'll get it though. Rick said I'll make 2K during the breakout, then lose 3K the rest of the day. Yeah, you probably got to chill out, Rick, because I mean, you do really good in the morning. Like Rick, you take trades that we don't even take, and you do really well, and then you keep going uh, with the other trades. Which I mean, you'll get it eventually, Rick. It happens to you. I mean, the fact that it's happening to you so much that you're starting to realize it is, I would think that's progress because you actually notice that what your problem is. Your problem is that you keep trading when you're not, when you should probably just not. Um, but yeah, no, it'll click eventually, right? With that right there. So we do have a pending buy here, possible high low. So the thing with this right here, guys, is if we get a high low entry, I'm still not going to take it. The reason for that is because we're not going to have a pivot scalp and we're not going to have an intraday. We're only going to have a high low. So for me to take an entry right there, I need all these three to line up, either a variation or I need all three to line up all together. So yeah, guys, I know a lot of you guys are looking for the high low, but I'm not looking for it myself personally. I'd be looking for it to actually, close above here, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. Scroll up, see Patrick said, man, I got in during the pandemic with you, bro. Appreciate you and the KT family. Definitely, Patrick. I know you've been around for a while and you've been killing it. It's just been, it's been all upside for you. And, it's just the beginning. You guys, you're going to keep getting better and better every day, especially with these live sessions, keeps everyone on point and up to date with like how everything moves. Yeah, Randy said, yeah, till trend changes, nothing to do except for variations. I agree. Thing is, market is so slow right now that I don't even think we'll even get a variation, unfortunately. Just drawing these new lines over here. And it's crazy how tight this range is getting, right? This consolidation phase is just getting tighter and tighter. If I zoom out from here, this is the wider range. This is the medium range. This is the smaller range. And this is the even smaller range. It's just, man, this thing's crazy how far it's been ranging. Let me check the chat real quick. Looks like you guys are sending me some stuff here. Nice. Yeah, Dennis says still love the family. Dennis over here locked in a total of 2,034 for the day. Nice work, Dennis. I haven't heard from you for a while. I don't know if you're here in the live session, but no, definitely good to hear from you, bro. It's been a while. Yeah, it's on point. Other than that, let's see. That's it for right now. Yeah, Patricia said, Sean, this doesn't look like a good market to trade in right now. Totally dead. I agree 100%. So I'm not looking to take any trades, guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop your questions in the chat. Otherwise, it looks like we'll probably wrap up the session. Maddie says he's out too. So everyone's pretty much out. It's just not a good time to trade. You guys shouldn't be trading when market is just consolidating like this. There's just no point. Because even if you get into a trade, you'll just be trapped in it because it's just going to be going sideways the entire time. So yeah, Patricia, definitely thanks for giving me that little update. I probably would have dragged this along until you said something. So thanks for letting me know. And I'll see you tomorrow as we wrap up the session for the new year. So if you guys have questions, feel free to message me on Telegram or email me. I will be traveling back home, so I won't be able to respond to any of your messages until I get back. So if you guys do have questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow for the last live session of the year. And we'll try to wrap this up strong. So I think that's it for now, guys. So if you guys do have questions, always feel free to reach out. Just give me some time to respond. I probably won't be responding for like the next 8 hours or so. A lot of traveling to do to get back. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. Just FYI, let's see. Gotcha. So Fahad said that, just by the way, saw that tomorrow's the last day for the 10% discount on FTMO. So if you guys want to sign up to FTMO, you guys should definitely sign up ASAP to get that 10% discount. Thanks, Miriam. Yeah, Miriam said, wish you all the very best in the new year. So same to you, Miriam, same to everyone here. We'll wrap this up tomorrow and then we'll see how the market goes. Hopefully it picks up. But if you guys do decide to trade, I recommend that you guys just don't trade. And if you still decide to trade, remember to use proper lot sizing, proper risk management, or just use a really small lot size. And just let's see where it goes. So other than that, guys, have a great rest of your morning. And I will see you guys tomorrow as we wrap up this live set, the trading year for 2021. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.